I'm Joe Camacho, owner of the Dog Squad. Thank you for your interest in our dog training program. In this video, we're going to be going over a little bit of boundary training. What boundary training is the ability to tell your dog to go to a designated area, whether it be his bed or a kennel, or in this instance, we're going to be using a wooden platform. What boundary training does is it allows your dog to go to that area and have the leeway to move up and down the area as though he was on his own little island, if you would, for lack of a better term. It could be anything that has a designated area. As you can tell, the platform that Brandy's on here is a lot different than the grass that's around her. Because she can feel the difference in textures or an elevation, that would be a good item to use as a place. It can be anything, again, such as a bed that has a well-defined boundary, something that she's used to every day, or it could just be something that you find out in the real world. Here you see I'm sending my dog back to the board from a distance, and I call my dog to me there and then send her right back to the board. It's a good thing to have in your repertoire, so you can use it as a target for your dog. And I'll show you a little example of that a little bit later in the clip, a little more advanced version of the place command. And here you see I just heel with her a little bit and then put her in a down, and then I'm going to send her back over to her board from a distance just like that, and she goes right back there. So a lot of my clients find this command very, very useful around the home. Now here in this clip here, I'm sending her out for a retrieve and use the place board to stop her before she gets there, and then I can spin her around here, and then once I'm happy with what I see as far as her paying attention and not wanting to bolt after the ball, then I go ahead and let her finish her retrieve. And again, because it works as a marker, she comes right back over the board and comes straight back to Dad. So basically it's a stopping point between me and the ball, and then a marking point on the way back. A lot of people like to use boundary training for instance to keep their dog either on the front porch or the back porch, and this is a little example of that here. You see I'm walking around with Brandy, and then I tell her to stay on the porch. Just imagine that that's in your front yard and you're out doing some landscaping or what have you. It allows your dog to be outside with you, but you don't have to worry about your dog bolting out into the street. Now when I come back onto the porch, she comes back over, and we can play and do everything we have to do and give her some love and affection. And then I'm going to step off the porch here again, and because she was told to stay on, you're going to see that she comes right up to the edge and just puts the brakes on and decides to stay right where she's supposed to be. So again, you can see the usefulness of that around the home. This last little clip, we decided to try something new. See that parking curb there? We're going to see if we can't get Brandy to walk on it here. She's never done this before, and you can see she's a little sloppy. If you pay real close attention, you can see her back foot's off a little bit. It's a really narrow curb for her to stay on, but she's doing a pretty good job of it here. And you can see how we can use that to teach her to walk with us and stay straight and not veer off either left or right, because she's very conscious and very aware of her footing at this point, and is concentrating on keeping on that particular curb. Okay, now in this last portion here, I'm going to actually call her to me and make her stay on the curb. Her natural instinct is going to be to want to cross across the parking lot there. I fix her, she gets back on the curb and all the way around the corner. Does a pretty good job. Gets a little sloppy there towards the end, but we're going to have some fun with that in the future. So if you'd like any further information about my dog training program, please do not hesitate to call us here in Tucson, 495-4219, or you can check me out on the web at dogtrainingintucson.com. Again, that's 495-4219. Thanks for your time.